Man, hearing some good
Me,
things about that multiplayer. Peace,
me
peace,
and
peace, family. You
what's
coolin' with
up,
the
y'all?
Completist and my man Spawn Prince. Y'all caught us right in the middle of a conversation. We was just talking about that Halo Infinite.
Yeah, I've been playing with Amar on that joint. I like it, man. It's fun. It's just the nostalgia of it. Some people I think are taking it a little too competitively, but I think that's just
Yeah,
how games are now.
just
You know,
competition.
these you going that's what they're gonna do. You know, somebody's gonna want to play this and eventually start making money from it. So I mean, I'm just playing it for the fun and the nostalgia. I haven't played Halo since Halo 2. I played the Halo 3 campaign, but I never played Halo 3 multiplayer. Um, so yeah, I think it's fun. It's fun.
I am a huge Halo fan, and honestly, I've enjoyed the whole story. All the way to five. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what they gonna give us for this storyline for real, because it's probably gonna be the end for real.
I was I was torn between Halo and Doom for quite some time. With Gears
It,
of War actually coming in, but Gears of War came in and I put them in the third spot.
and I can understand
Um,
why you can compare the two. They definitely have similarities.
yeah. So, because when people always ask me like, "What's your favorite game series or games of all time?" Like, if you say what my game series off top, I'm gonna get Dark Souls is gonna always be my number one. Some people gonna say, "Oh, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls," or no, the Dark Souls is gonna be my number one. Legend
I,
of Zelda,
my answers is gonna shock you.
Legend of Zelda, Dark Souls, Legend of Zelda.
Goat shit.
This what messes people up. All of the fighting franchises. The big when it comes to fighting games, I grew up playing all four of the big four: Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, King of Fighting, Taken. All four of them. So the fighting game franchises are hands down in there. Borderlands. A lot of people don't know, but I love Borderlands being a loot shooter. How they did that, everything that game, the story, everything about that game was just really fun. And then like I said, I was torn between Doom and Halo, but the reason I gave Halo the edge is because I had that couch multiplayer that I could play with my brothers. So it was like that's the only thing. But I do enjoy Doom in second place. Doom is very fun.
Doom is fun as hell. It's fun. I
Yo
have
ass
no
about to
argument.
Yo ass about to say Plants versus Zombies or some shit.
No,
Plants
but
versus Zombies.
for
Mario
real,
Kart.
like I have so many favorite franchises. You know what I mean? It's kind of really hard for me to actually just say I have a favorite. But currently, my favorite series in gaming so far is Far Cry, and
Okay.
the reason why Far Cry 1 through 3, great, classic,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
classic shit. Then they came out with 4. Then they came out with Primal, which is probably in my top 3 favorite video games to play of all time. I still play the game, and the game came out in 2014.
That's how I am with Bloodborne.
Games like that are like great, you know what I mean? That you can still play years later, you know what I mean? And they came out with Far Cry 5 and 6, and their formula works. They have the multiplayer set up, and they have the storyline set up, and their graphics. Ubisoft, Doom, you know what I'm saying? They just got it going on when it comes to gaming, in my opinion, and open world gaming.
My brother, he loves the Far Cry franchise a lot. If I had another honorable mention after Doom, it'd be Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed too. I'm not that big of a fan of the games after 5. The Black Flag and all that. I'm not that big fans of the games after, but I haven't played the Valhalla one yet.
Valhalla, listen, I love Valhalla, Odyssey, and Origins.
I played
Like
Odyssey. I liked how they added some mythos in there. You know what
I
I'm
like.
saying? They added some real history in there. I was like, okay.
That's what I liked it about that. We got the if you play it a lot more, you'll get a lot more history in there. We're gonna get you're gonna get about Hercules with the lion, and you get Perseus and the Kraken, and it's like I like this.
Yeah, it's like they started, you know. I mean, because at the end of the day, having games that's just based on just history is cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But you have to be able to grasp the attention of y'all demographics that y'all aiming for. If y'all trying to aim for teenagers, you know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to
They
go back to
not
school.
listen. They at this point with how old Assassin's Creed is now, they're not making games for the new people. The new people. These games are made for their old fans that's
Yeah.
been dedicated to their games.
I
Same
mean,
with like
yeah,
the Elder
yeah.
Scrolls and all of that. They're at this point when you think of like the newer games that's like completely new, you think of the stuff like Deathloop and Cyberpunk, which was a huge fail. And
Yeah.
like I told people don't forget how many times Halo was on that game. Halo was on everybody's game of the year radar when they dropped. Only other game that probably can amass that amount of fame where it got talked about that much probably was Fortnite.
Or
Honestly.
Mario.
Or Mario. Mario Galaxy, one of the Mario games, yeah.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. Y'all people and me
People
and Amar
sleep
was
on
talking
that.
about that. Me
They
and
sleep
Amar was
on that.
talking about that. That's where Sega failed at. Like the reason say people don't know that the reason Sega failed is because y'all tried to compete with y'all tried to compete with Nintendo. That was just a bad idea.
Right. Bad idea.
That was just a bad idea. You don't come out the gate, look at Nintendo, and be like, yeah, you. Like what? When Xbox came on the scene, Xbox was like, "Hey, look, we gonna just do our own thing." They took years to brand themselves and build themselves up before they was like, "Oh yeah, we're better than PlayStation." I was like, Sega came out and was like, "Yeah, we got Mortal Kombat with blood. We got Double Dragons and Battletoads too.
Right.
It's over. We got Sonic. It's over for you guys."
Man, yeah, they was hollering. They was big time hollering. They had Street Fighter.
They don't
you know
close
what
to
I mean?
10.
They had Street Fighter. Fucking. They had a lot on Sega.
Just wait till I get on.
A lot of Disney video games was on Sega too.
Yeah, Lion King and a lot of the Aladdin.
Aladdin. There's some more I'm forgetting, but yeah, they had some Disney.
Toy
games.
Story.
Yeah, Toy Story. But either way, like the gaming, I don't think the gaming is going to be going anywhere for a long time. I don't think that it's going to keep evolving, and VR, virtual reality, is going to keep on progressing and getting better.
I'm gonna check.
And hold on, yo. I can't even hear you. I can't even hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you. I hear like something muffled.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There we go.
Yep, I can hear you.
All right.
And it's funny because when we talking about today's haul, and we was just talking about the Legend of Zelda, you know, I picked up today a Zelda manga.
The manga.
That just came out.
I was gonna they was sold out at my Books a Million. I was gonna check it out online. They was sold out. So I had went online to Books a Million and they was, sold out. It's on back order till like beginning of the next month for that. Amazon is scalping for it already though.
Zelda Twilight Princess. That's the name of it, ladies and gentlemen.
Twilight Princess was a good game, people. Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Wind Walker. I'm a Zelda guy. I'm a Zelda guy.
They got a great lore behind them. They have a great story behind them. Like they could really adapt Zelda into something. They could adapt it into an animation, into a movie series, a TV series. They could do what they want.
Link is a top tier hero.
Yeah, Link top tier hero. If you don't know who Link is, you are slipping as a nerd. If you don't know who Link is, you are slipping. You're slipping. Link is one of the greatest warriors, greatest elves I've ever seen in anything.
He's probably one of the only elves that's
does anything
good at that's good at like different forms of combat other than just a bow and arrow.
Right, combat, magic, you know what I'm saying? Chemistry, you know what I'm saying? He's Legolas times 10. Like, and that's as much as I could say. He's who Legolas was supposed to be.
Pokemon is also would be on my honorable mention as a top tier franchise.
Man, I cannot wait until that new game come out, bro. Man,
it's already out.
It's out already.
Brilliant Pearl and Shiny. They out. Came out today.
No, they coming out with an open world Pokemon game.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That. I don't know how. I mean,
man,
I feel like if they do that, we got to see how that go. I feel like because my thing is they'll have to dedicate to that.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if the Pokemon company, I don't know if they would want to really dedicate to that. They got a Pokemon Go on the phone already.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, some people don't got the data to be doing all that. Some people want to just play the game at home. You know, and at the end of the day, they, like you said, they are coming out with Pearl and the other one. You know what I'm saying? But that open world shit is just where it's at. You know what I mean? And that's a game that they can like build up on. Like they could keep it going for a while.
In games general, if you don't add open world and RPG elements to it, you almost don't really have a game.
Right? It's because you got to expand on it. Unless you actually have a great story that you're trying to build up on and try to come out with like, oh yeah, we're trying to come out with this game, like some Jack and Daxter type stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to do that, then do that. But
we got to see where this Amazon game is going. They MMO is doing really well. That New World, but I mean, other than that, we got to see what else they do. We got to see where else they go with this.
We'll see. But next on my list of unveiling is the great John Constantine Hellblazer Original Sin.
What a read that was.
Great read.
What a read that was.
This is one of the best DC Vertigo comic books I've ever read. John Constantine
that was a read.
Great read.
That's one of those
the trade.
People y'all don't know. That's one of them. As you read, you gotta binge it. You can't put it down. It's that good. You just gotta keep going.
Yeah, and if you do put it down, you're going to have to go back a page or two to remember what the hell going on.
You better stop at a chapter and right. You ain't got to keep refreshing yourself.
Right. Real shit.
And they need to redo stories like that for Constantine. He need more. Of that.
Yeah. Because, you know, the other stuff, they started to focus more on Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like the newer John Constantine stuff, it ties in with Lucifer. So like they really be focusing on Lucy though. You know what I'm saying? A lot now. You know what I mean? But
DC had did the Book of Magic that you got the omnibus of it. They did that. But aside from that, they could have still DC has a lot of magical characters that they could have still incorporated with that. Wonder Woman, Cheetah, Shazam, Swamp Thing, Constantine, Lucifer, Michael. There's a lot of characters, magical characters that they could have incorporated with that and did something totally different with just that. I know people gonna say, "Oh, well, they did Justice League Dark," but Justice League Dark wasn't
the same. It wasn't the same
as what we really wanted. It was good. I love Justice League.
It was good.
It's my favorite team, but
still not the same.
Still not the same. They could have did more. I would love to see them do more with the magical characters. I mean, in December, December 28th, we getting that new Swamp Thing title. Getting a
Hmm.
new 3-part series of Swamp Thing. So be ready to check that out.
I'm definitely gonna cop that. It's when
You
we
know,
was
I
talking
got
and earlier,
pre-order.
and yeah, and earlier we was talking about the Gwen verse.
Oh my god.
Now
Really wish you wouldn't have brought that up.
now I don't I don't when we talking about comic books, you know what I'm saying? We talked about it before. We said how there are too many characters that have multiple issues, and I think that the problem, or I think that's something that we didn't address, was the fact that it wasn't that characters or doing anything new with characters. That's not the problem. It's about characters that are already done and characters that we don't want done. And characters that aren't getting done that we want done. Now, if that doesn't really make sense, I'm gonna try to explain it simpler. We would rather have like prime example. We'll rather have a main title of we'll rather have a main run and title of Miles Morales or Sam Smith, you know what I'm saying, or Richard Wright, or any type of Marvel character we could think of, more rather that than Gwen. It seems like Gwen is getting a big focus and has been getting a big focus over the years, and I honestly don't like Gwen. I would rather Scarlet get some more runs, honestly.
I'm I'm okay. I'm not okay with it. I'm just like I told people at this point, my whole feel of Peter Parker is the same as Bruce Wayne. Everybody keeps talking about,
and
oh,
and I can't be mad about that.
DC's cash cow is Batman. They gonna give you guys a thousand Batman titles. Marvel gonna do the same thing with Spider Man, and
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. Like there's a few new Batman things that came out that seem interesting as far as reads. Like I said, I am reading the I Am Batman. You said the Batman Urban Legend is good. There are a few Spider-Man things that came out that look different that seem like they were good. The Sinister War was a good read.
Yeah.
This what is it? Spider Shadow, where it's a what if story about Venom, seemed like it's a good read. So that's fine. I'm okay with that. But y'all constantly I personally Miles Morales is in there as well because he's Spider Man, just a different skin color. He's Spider Man.
Hmm.
Now you got Spider Gwen, you got Spider Woman, you got Kane, you got Scarlet Spider, Spider 2099, Superior Spider. You got the Spider Verse. Now you got the Gwen verse where she's a whole bunch of Gwen Thor and Gwen Pool and Gwen. No, who asked for that? I don't want that. I don't want that. And like I said, like I was one of our boys. He was telling me like, oh, well, there are Fantastic Four fans that probably like the Thing having a solo series. That's fine. Do I
It
think
is fine. I
the
mean,
Thing
that's
deserves a solo series? I don't know. I don't. I don't think the character is that spectacular to where he can get all his own series like that without the outside help of other characters. And me personally, I would rather read if you was gonna give any of the Fantastic Four solos. I'd rather read, do a Reed Richards and Sue Storm, like how they did Wanda and Vision.
hmm
I'd rather go be Reed
yeah.
Richards. To
They
be honest,
need. Yeah,
Reed. This is me.
I was about to say they could always, expound or create some stuff for Frank Richards. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? They can always,
Franklin, the kids, the family, like it could.
I, I,
It's all type of stuff.
I mean, just think about it. Hit Monkey. I was just telling you about that, telling you to go and watch that. Like they just created a whole season, 10 episodes. You know what I'm saying, of a character that only has 4 issues. Besides the issues that he was introduced in the Deadpool run, you know what I'm saying? He only has 4 issues,
Mm.
but he has his own show. So why haven't y'all could have at least gave us another Hit Monkey? You know what I'm saying, or something like y'all just like it's just weird how it's like they like are recycling a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying, when they don't really have to. They have the characters. You know what I'm saying, to expound on.
Taskmaster, Luke Cage, Blade.
Taskmaster
We
actually
get.
had a series that came out that
I
was
took
decent.
Black Panther. I'm taking the Black Panther off the list because we're getting a new Black Panther, which I'm okay with that. But it's like to some degree, that's all. That's the only black character we get. Like, and then aside from if they wouldn't have redid Milestone over in there, DC with Icon Static and all them, what black characters do DC really give us? I would like a new Steel series. I would like another Mister Terrific. You know, I would like to see more of the African American characters
They
get,
get
some
yeah,
like
they
how I
gave us
mean,
that
John Stewart
Vixen.
don't count. John
They gave
Stewart
us
don't
that
count.
Vixen. They gave us Vixen
Yeah,
last year.
yeah.
Yeah, they
But
gave us
that's what I'm
them
saying.
last
Like
year.
that was
Yeah,
that's
that was
it. You
last
know,
year though.
this it's just so many characters. I feel like I feel like Marvel to some degree might have more characters than DC, honestly, but they
They do.
don't use them. My thing is this. I don't know of a Punisher series that has gone past 20 issues. So what are y'all gonna do with the Thing? The Thing's longest comic run was Marvel 2-in-1, where he teams up with other heroes. And that was what, Silver Bronze Age. The Thing. His most noticeable things are the things he's done with Fantastic Four, his fights against Hulk. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't. He doesn't excite me enough to as a, ooh, I gotta read that new Thing. Like, oh, no. Even
I
even if
think
the
that
even if the
people
run wind
understand.
up good,
People know what we under. They definitely understand what we're saying. People know what
even if
we
the
talking about.
even if his run winds up being good, a good read, and people like love it, they say, oh, it's a recommended read. I say read the Thing. I'm still not gonna read it. He does not attract me as a character. I'm not attracted to that character at all in any kind of way.
I
We get
mean,
a
they
new
put.
Iron Fist in January. I'm excited about that. You know, we get a new Donnie because Donnie's stepping down from Iron Fist, and we get a new guy. They could have did a Ronin. They could have get a Ronin. We get a new Hawkeye. They doing Kate, the Kate girl, Bishop.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
gonna be Hawkeye now, so that's cool. You know, those Wasteland books I told you about with the that's take part into the Old Man Logan universe, Old Man Quill and Old Man Hawkeye, Old Woman, Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those are going to be good reads. That universe is an interesting universe. Post-apocalypse Marvel universe. It seems good.
I'm always love Guardians of the Galaxy. They lightweight been consistent. You know what I'm saying? The past few years. The only thing I wish they would be more consistent about is that man Clark. Um, that's the only thing I wish they would be more consistent. You know, and really all of the cosmic characters like Marvel and Genisville and
Well, that Marvel is getting a new series coming up.
yeah, I know. I heard about that, but you know what I mean?
She-Hulk
Like
is getting a new series.
we gonna get some stuff, man. I just hope that they. I don't know. I'm gonna read it.
I
I'm
like
gonna read it, of course. I'm gonna read the Gwen
I
Burst
like
thing, of
Suicide
course.
Squad. I like Suicide Squad a little more than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Suicide Squad is definitely good too. I read them as well.
They're literally depending on, but at the same time, for both books, I feel like it depends on the team for me. Who the members
Guardian,
are of the team.
yeah.
That's what it is for me.
Guardians always got some dope ass illustrations, man. They always got some shit that's good on the eyes. You know what I mean? And that's really why I like them so much. On top of the character and personality, of course, is always humorous. But you get my point. But let's move on. My next pull is actually a book, you know what I'm saying, that is new. It's not really new, but it's not really talked about. I'm giving it a shot. It's written by Boombox Comics. It's called Fence. This story is about a kid basically You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a manga or an anime. And the reason why is because the plot is this is the main character. He is trying to basically be the best at fencing, but he's going against his half brother that is illegitimate. You know what I'm saying? And it ends up becoming a rivalry. And then they end up both having to focus on the fencing prodigy, you know what I'm saying, that's coming for both of their spots, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it builds up and it's really about competition at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's a good story so far. And there's 3 volumes. So after I'm done with this, I'm gonna get volume 2 and 3. If it's good by the end of this, I'm gonna get it. But yeah, Fence by Boombox Comics.
Boombox.
Yeah, Boombox Comics. My next one is actually 3, but I'm going to give you one at a time. And I'm a huge fan of the series. Anyone that knows me knows this. But yeah, Rick and Morty. Volume 1.
I'm shocked that's still going. Back to the Future. Deshaun made me watch that. I watched it. I think I watched the first season. It's different, I guess.
I love it.
It's it's uh it's what I would think of if Simpsons, Family Guy, and Futurama had a threesome.
You need to get to season 3. You need to really season 2. Like all that shit is hilarious. It's just I'm just being real. That's
is that on one of the apps? Is it on HBO or
it's
what?
on,
Is it on one of the apps?
It's on HBO.
All right, I'll if it's on HBO Max, then I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, you can watch it on HBO, Adult Swim, or Hulu.
All right, I'll give it a chance. I'm gonna have to rewatch it though. Yeah, because I only watched season 1, and that was just based off Deshaun was shoving it down my throat.
I got the Rick and Morty Go to Hell comic book run already. It's in my collection, but I had to cop these. This volume 2.
Yeah, I got things that's getting you shoved the My Hero Academia and the Son of Kal-El down my throat. Sean with the Rick and Morty. Everybody with Daredevil. You and Kino and Amar with Blade. I mean not Blade, Black Panthers. Like, okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, Spawn Prince, man. I have been looking for this comic book since I was 12 years old. Now, mind you, I had the comic book when I was a teenager, but I had lost all of my comic book collection to moving and weather. So ever since then, I have not been able to find it anywhere. Not even on Amazon, not on OfferUp, not on nowhere. Not even Barnes and Noble. I couldn't find it nowhere. So today, I was going through the half price books, and you know I am a huge V for Vendetta fan. I have the complete story of Alan Moore's V for Vendetta.
I've read everything that Alan Moore has wrote. Everything that Alan Moore has touched has been gold. The Watchmen is probably by far one of my top 5 of all time.
Yep.
All time.
Mm-hmm.
His Swamp Thing run was good. I loved it, but Watchmen is all time one of my top 5s.
Definitely top tier comic right there. V for Vendetta is another one. I love V I love what he stood for. Yeah, I got you. I can hear you again. Oh wait.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I got you. So yeah, man, I was excited as hell when I saw this, bro. So excited. It's a great story, great, great art. It's just a great
Some
character, a
friends I
great
got,
hero, man.
the
Great
friends I
hero,
keep,
man.
went to half price books without me. Friends I got.
Man, I listen, man. I apologize, man. I went on my lunch break. I had to, but but not least, definitely
How
not
big is the
motherfucking least.
V for Vendetta book? It's a pretty thick book. Okay, solid. Okay,
Yeah, definitely
okay.
solid. Graphic novel. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Classic bestseller. You can't get better than this. You gotta have this in your collection if you know what I'm saying. You know, if you a V for Vendetta fan, at least you gotta have this in your collection. You got to. And I know a lot of people are fans of the movie, so you can at least
The
put this
movie
up
was
on your
awesome.
right. I know you a fan of the movie, so if you're a fan of the movie, you can at least get this and put it on top of your mantelpiece. You know what I'm saying? It's a must have. I could not find this. I'm 29 years old, ladies and gentlemen. I could not find this comic book since I was 12. So, last but not least, on my hauls for today, I got IDW and DC's Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Another good read.
Another one. And I know a
Another
lot of
good read.
and I know a lot of people have seen the movie that they came out with in 2019, and it was a popular film. But you need to get the comic book series. The comic book series is way doper though. It's not. They really didn't. It was comic book accurate, but they show way more in this.
That was a good read.
Definitely.
Um,
Your
I
turn,
got three
Brethren.
books. First off, I'm gonna speak on this one. I enjoy. I read it already. It's an old book. It's one of the Walmart's 100-page giant comics Swamp Thing, and I like this because of the orientation that you with all the other different characters you get up top here with like Aquaman and Blue Devil
Mm-hmm.
and Zatanna. Like you really see Zatanna, Blue Devil, and the Reaper. You rarely see them in comics.
Blue Devil is a
Um,
really interesting character, man.
hmm
He is a really interesting character, and it's like crazy how he even became Blue Devil.
So y'all know I love Swamp Thing. Then mine was mostly manga. This
Shaman King.
this
Man,
is
I was about to get King of Hell today.
this is one of my Shaman King is a top 5 anime and manga of all time for me. I used to wake up in the morning on Saturday mornings back in Michigan on Channel 50 just to watch this. And this was and it hit me. And ever since then, I was always scrambling around for the old individual Shaman King issues that are very expensive now because they're out of print. But I'm okay because I actually like having the omnibus a little more. I like how it looks. I like how it feels in the hand. I like
And
having
you could
how I
get
read it.
yeah. Keep that
So,
story going. I don't want to keep putting the book down to read the other one. You know what I'm saying?
all
I'd
right,
rather
I'm
read
okay
it.
with this. Now,
Yeah.
one that I am going to put down and keep reading, the other one that I am going to keep going is a new series that just came out.
The Witch and the Beast.
The Witch and the Beast, people. My recommended read for the week, if you're a manga fan. The Witch and the Beast has some good art. You get good art throughout the book.
The Witch and the Beast. That is a dope title.
So, girl, she's cursed by a witch. Her job is to simply find out which witch cursed her and kill her. She's a
Okay.
descendant of the witch. Old boy here, he's a mage. He's basically her partner. They work for an organization that's similar to that of Hellboy's BPRD, where they track down magical criminals
Creatures.
and magical creatures
Okay.
and anything of kind of magical descent if it's doing wrong, and basically to eliminate it.
I love these type of
Um,
stories, ladies and gentlemen. They the best horror for real.
it is a very dark horror thriller, suspense, mystery because they're actually detectives. Well, he's more of the detective. She's more of a hothead. Think of Guts in female form.
Mm.
In a like that
We
that
need
type
we
of light.
need more female characters like that. We
So
need more female characters like that.
um you get some everything. You get some witches, you get some demons, you get vampires, you get werewolves, you get sages, wizards, sorcerers, necromancers, which, I guess apparently in this universe they're all different. They're all magic casters, but they're all different.
All different.
So I've read the first one, and I can tell y'all this is a 5 out of 5 read. This is my recommended read. It has great artwork. You can tell that it has great artwork. Look at that cover. That is a beautiful book.
Yeah, that should
And
look dope.
honestly, in the store, if you walk in the store and you just see that on the shelf, you'll probably just walk past it, thinking that it's maybe like a
Yeah, right.
isekai or a shojo, like a romance or something
Right.
like
Stop talking
that.
about romance, right.
You, mm-mm. This boy
That's
is that
looks
boy
can be
dark.
deceiving.
That boy dark.
Looks
A
can be
witch's
deceiving.
a witch's curse, and just an awesome book. And then my last one I already showed you is my novel of my second, yes, my second role model growing up and favorite person. Uh, for all y'all know that Kobe Bryant is my first all time favorite role model and icon and idol when I was growing up. Will Smith has always been my second, and Samuel L. Jackson is always going to be my third. This I have not started reading it yet, but I love how this looks.
Yeah, I'm picking that up too.
I am not a big fan of buying things that have the depictions of people like pictures and stuff on them. Like I don't really wear T-shirts that depict like actual. Like I'll never wear a shirt with Tupac's actual face on it. But this book, this book this is awesome. And then for anybody that don't know, Will Smith had the help of Mark Mason that helped him with it. For
Yeah.
any people that don't know who Mark Mason is, he is a huge self-help book writer. He writes a lot of self-help books for anxiety and depression and things like that. So that made me think and give more hope for this book to actually be good. Um,
I mean, there's
he
nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, let's talk. I'm gonna talk about that after you talk about this. Go ahead.
he he shortened his contents of the chapters incredibly. They're just one word: fear, fantasy, performance, power, hope, ignorance, adventure, pain, destruction, alchemy, adaptation, desire, devotion, bloom, inferno, purpose, perfection, retreat, surrender, love. Like
Hmm.
I have good things that I honestly can tell you that I believe this is going to be a very very good read, and I cannot wait to start reading it. As soon as I am completed with Daredevil, which I am now at book 10. Once I've completed with Zardesky's Daredevil, I will be reading that because I tend to do that. I have one manga that I'm reading, one manga series that I'm reading, one novel that I'm reading, and then whatever comics I'm reading because I read through comics pretty quickly. So
Hmm.
you know, uh, yeah, I had to put my hero on hold because yeah,
Understood. And honestly, I have another recommendation. It's just not here. It's on its way. But Spy Family is a great manga. I am enjoying that. By the way, um, they are actually creating an anime for it as well.
I'm probably gonna wait to the anime. I haven't read any of the books. I probably can go online and read some of them. I haven't really bought any of them. Another one that people was telling me about was something called Moriarty.
Not hip to that one.
I'm guessing it's about exactly who was it said. It's Moriarty and Sherlock Holmes and all of them over in England
Okay,
solving
okay.
mysteries and stuff like that. But apparently they're all beefed out with each other, I guess.
I mean, that did happen in the story. I mean, Sherlock and
Watson and all of them. So
yeah,
yeah, so I mean, people say it's good. They say it's a very mature read. Um, they say if you don't really care, if you care more for action than dialogue, to don't buy it. So we'll definitely see. I'm a dialogue reader to some degree.
yeah. I mean, as long as the dialogue is good.
I like
Yeah,
the character interactions as long as they're good. I'm all for it.
yeah.
Like there's not a lot of action going on in these Daredevil books, but I'm loving the dialogue. This series is making me fall in love with Kingpin. I'm not even gonna lie. Kingpin is I'm
Kingpin,
falling in love with him.
this Beef and Vendetta, you know what I'm saying, is a book, you know what I'm saying, that has a lot of dialogue. You know what I'm saying? It, dialogue is just great. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just there's nothing wrong with dialogue. You know? That's what makes story what it is. You know what I'm saying? Adds adds um character development. You know, and it adds room for it. You know what I mean?
My junk is messing up. It's like breaking up.
Oh shoot.
It just started breaking up. I got you. I can still see you though, but
All right.
it's like lagging on my end.
Yeah, well, it's cool. We at the end of the show anyway. We about to get up out of here. But but yeah, that there's nothing wrong with that. And
Mm.
to go back to what you said about because I actually watched the interview with Will Smith when he told people that he had the help of Mark I forgot his last name,
Mark Mason.
Manson, Mark
Mason.
Manson or Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you are somebody who wants to write a book, you know what I'm saying, and you just don't know how to, express or how to structure what you're trying to say or what you're trying to, try to get us to vision, you can always get the help of an actual writer who has the experience. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta credit them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta give them a percentage. That's the only thing about that.
Will
You
chose a
can't.
good one.
Yeah, and Will Smith chose a good writer. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's his words. You know what I'm saying? He helped structure all of the book, but he didn't write it. He had the other man write it and gave him his, he reread it to him and he said, "Did you like it?" You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yeah, I like that, but I want to change that and I want to change this." You know what I'm saying? And that's
Mm-hmm.
how they created the book. You can do that. There always are options out there. So don't be afraid of you having a problem writing a book. If you having a problem writing a book, you having too much, you know what I'm saying, writer's block, you can do that. But yeah, you just gonna have to cough up some ends and you gonna have to credit them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to touch on because sometimes you might have to do that. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's it,
But
people. For
but
me,
I'm getting that book too. So
the Witch and the Beast is my recommended read for this week. There's a lot of comments came out this week. Um, we're gonna touch on some of them. I didn't touch on it, but it did drop this week. People, um, came out Wednesday, and yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
Um,
I'm enjoying it.
I went right to it. Listen. When you get to right here, no spoilers at all. X-23 out there showing out. Okay, X-23 get to showing out, and let's not get started on Doom.
Man, that boy be fresh.
Panther and Doom in that. Hold on, we're go to Panther. Y'all got to see Panther. Y'all got to see T'Challa. Where he at? Man,
Appreciate you, brother.
look at T'Challa on that throne.
Goat. Appreciate you, brother. You already know. That Dark Ages is a good run so far, man. I hope they keep it up. I hope they don't do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? And fuck it up.
That boy T'Challa and Doom on his second. You know how powerful that is. Y'all,
Man.
watch me throw the book down. Y'all know how powerful that is. God damn.
A crazy ass
All we missing is Namor.
connection. Right. A crazy ass
they'll
connection.
be the Trinity. That's all we missing.
Dude, listen, if they was to come out with a run with T'Challa, Doom, and Namor,
Teamed up.
what? That would be the greatest idea Marvel came up with in years.
Give me a 3-book. Give me any series. 3 books.
It wouldn't even be their idea. It would be our idea because we
3
the first
books, 4
motherfuckers to
books,
bring it up.
6 books, 12 books, ongoing series. People gonna buy it.
Man, that shit getting collected.
All variants. It's everything. Everything.
Real shit. But end of the show. Back to this. I got that Zelda Twilight Princess manga. That's getting read. That V for Vendetta, Batman and Ninja Turtles. Remember the new read from Boombox, Fence. I'm gonna let y'all know how that go at the end of that. Yeah, that's all we have. That Constantine Hellblazer. You know. Hey,
What a haul, my man. Listen.
Appreciate you, brother.
You got those reads over there. I am going to look forward to that review on that Fence book, but you got some reads over there, man. You got big brain reads. I ain't got no big brain reads, but not this week I didn't. But you got some brain reads over there, man.
Man, listen, these classics, bro. And I got and I saw all these at the half price bookstore.
Man, listen, all right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Let that man throw that in my face again.
My nigga, man. You know you my nigga, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, appreciate you for being on the show tonight, brother, man.
Always, thank you.
Yeah, man, I'm going to see you next week. We're going to do this again. You be safe out there, man. But to everybody else who listened in, I appreciate y'all for tuning in as well. But remember to love yourself, love your family. Don't stress about the shit you can't control. Be safe out there. Peace. Ashe.
See y'all.
All right, brother.
All right, man.